Like it's gonna be warm again today, bunnies. Good morning, handsome. Alexa, how warm is it gonna get today?
Today, you can expect a high of 32 degrees
Celsius. No, that's not what I wanted to hear. Oh my gosh. Bunnies, we're definitely going to have to work to keep you cool. Good morning, Joe. Mazira, thank you very much for the 48 months. Hello, how you doing? How's it going? Good morning, Megalomaniac. Good morning, David. Heckin' warmed? Yeah. I'm just like, huh? You know, when it's that level of warm and you're just like, oh, how do function? Good morning, Zach. Cosmic, thank you very much for the 76 months. How much is this in Banui year? But it's tier 3, so you gotta times it by 3. How much would that be in bunny years? I don't know. Everything is 2 years. Good morning, Limewood. Morning, Palin and Hetland and Jushi and Zara. OJL, good morning. Kate, thank you very much for the 62 months. Banui on a Monday. What a time. 2 sounds about right, yeah. Bunny maths. Have my windows open all night to counteract the warmth. I had my bedroom windows open, and it just meant that I got woken up this morning by so many different noises. Because our neighbourhood is very noisy. I didn't even know what was going on out there. Good morning, Monday. Morning, the centre. I was travelling from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. yesterday and I'm achy. Oh no. Got woken up by the seagulls. Yeah. It was just like, I don't know if there was like roadworks or something. There was something very noisy. But yeah, there was a lot going on. But you know when you're sort of in and out of that like super snooziness. I was too eepy to register what it was. Good morning, Rob. Good morning, Aki. Morning, Beth. My coworker got attacked by someone on the way to work. Oh, what, seagulls? Oh no. And morning, Rob. Just stopping in on before I go off on my hose. Ah, that's nice. Has Charlie packed all of his holiday stuff? Is he ready to go? Nick, thank you very much for the 44 months. Did you see your best of TTT video at the weekend? I did. Well, I didn't watch it, but I saw that the video had been released. And to be honest, when I saw it, I was like, this is going to be like 5 minutes at best. Like, I've never done anything good in TTT. This is going to be the shortest video yet. So yeah, I was surprised at the length of it. But it was very nice. It made me very happy. Because I usually, like, I don't know, I feel like I bring nothing to TTT. So it was a pleasant surprise to think that I had... Oh, did you just cancel a flop? Good morning, Drew. There we go. Just a couple of floppy buns. This is a representation of what the weather is like here today. It's just so... It's too much. I want to just be lying on a nice pod. Too hot. It is definitely flopping weather. You had a great zombie round in there I'd forgot about. Oh, I think I remember that one. Mm. Oh my gosh. Big yawn. Big yawn. You're often cute and funny in TTT. Skill of plays is a distant consideration. I don't think I have ever understood what's actually happening in a game of TTT. I don't think I've ever actually followed. It's always a surprise to me at the end if I've won. I'm just like, oh, there you go. I don't think I've ever really thought about it before. You get thrown in to, it's basically, it feels like playing a board game that everyone else has been playing for 5 years and you've not had the rules explained. And you're just there and everyone is just like, yay, we captured the Spargle. And you're just like, huh? And they're just like, well, of course you had to, play the trumpet of divine cushions if you were going to capture the Spargle. And I'm just like, what is happening? It's just madness. So yeah, I'm just there to vibe when I am there. I've not read the TTT Tao. I want to go and see. It's yeah, it's someone else. Someone else. Copper, thank you very much for the 15 months. Thank you. It's very kind of you. Ever since I was, the noob one that we did that had 3 very seasoned players in it just felt like being lined up and then teabagged. I think I learned less from that one than I have in any other one. But yeah, that was, I mean, maybe that was more character building than actually learning about TTT. Clip of you turning into a table and making Lewis rage still cracks me up. I think I was literally recording that in the room opposite his recording room, and I could just hear it, the rage coming through the walls, and I was just like, I'm gonna have to run out of this recording room when I'm finished. I'm just gonna have to leave very quickly. Oh dear, oh dear. Did Ben put a remote sticky bomb on you in the first episode? Not that. I don't think he did in the first one. I remember there being a time when there was one particular map we were on, but I don't think it was my first one, and something happened and I could not figure out what had happened, so maybe that was it. Give one in Saffron. Kim's wiggle sniffer is healing. He's a floppy little guy. I can see me in his eye. Hello. There he do be. There was one where... Got a snuff? Got a little snuff in there. There you go. Baby boy. It was a map where I ended up having to do like a duel, but I can't think how to describe what the map looked like. I think it had a ship with like a dockyard or something. But yeah. Oh, Gerry. Was it everyone is tiny? No, I don't think so. I don't remember though. I'm pretty sure it was at some sort of like shipping yard or something, but I might be misremembering. But yeah, I remember turning around. I was talking to Lewis, and then I looked around, turned back around, and he just died in front of me. And then I walked over, and then everything exploded, and I was like, "Oh, Rob, yes, that one, that exact one." Morning, Steve. And then I remember going to a door, and you had to try and put in a code, and when I got to the door, that's when things went weird, and I was like, is that a sticky bomb? I don't know. Zara, thank you very much for the 63 months. Good morning. How you doing? Oh my gosh. I know this is just the British thing, but it do really genuinely be warm. Oh, snotty baby. Sorry, I realise I'm used to doing that. But other people aren't. It's just like when it's your own child. You just wipe their little snoots without thinking about it. Is that what you were trying to get out this whole time? There you go. Good boy. You get that all out. Good morning, Turkey. You abandoned a few of them. There you go. I thought that might summon you. Wait, there's more. Second breakfast. There you go. Oh, it's supposed to get to 31 degrees here on Wednesday, otherwise it's around 20. Yeah, today... Sorry, saying today and then not finishing it with I wanted a croissant. Today it's meant to get to 32 here, and I'm just like, oh no. I cannot. But thankfully the day we're away at Wimbledon is meant to be 21, so hopefully I won't be too stressed about, well, and I think it's meant to rain as well. So hopefully I won't have to stress too much about the bunnies keeping cool whilst we're out the house all day. But still always a worry. Didn't it, baby? My parents are away at the moment, going to Iceland and then Norway. I'm so jealous. I'm so jealous of them getting to go to cold places. Although I imagine it must, still be a little bit warmed there. But yeah. I'm going to visit the Wombles, yes. Why don't they just have the Wombles picking up the balls instead of the ball boys and girls? Morning, Fritos. I was thinking about buying one of those, because everyone at Wimbledon always seems to have the fancy straw hats. And I was like, maybe I should treat myself to a fancy hat to take with me. To shade from the sun. But we got centre court tickets, which should be, hopefully we'll be on the shaded side. Because it's not it does have a roof that can come in, but it's got a bit of a roof already that does shade one of the sides, but I can't think which side would be shaded. Good morning, Frutos. It is Wimbledon starts today, I do believe. It's the beginning of Wimbledon. I'm very much a cold weather enjoyer, exec. I am centre court. Is that in the middle next to the net? Yes. Night Charm, thank you very much for the 57 months. I hope everyone is doing well. Stay hydrated because it do be hot. It really do be. So centre court is the court in the centre which is where the finals are held. And like the big matches tend to be there, or if it's someone from the UK, like local people tend to be there as well. And then you've got like court 1, 2, through to 18, I want to say, but there's no court 13. I think that's how it works. But centre court is in the centre, yeah. Surrounded by lots of little ones. Well, they're all the same size, but they're just like a bit less fancy. But yeah. Oh, look at he. This is the way to spend the day. Just smooshed. I curiously enough, centre parks aren't in the centre. Yeah, there's what, like 6 centre parks in the UK. They're all just right in the middle. You would have thought they'd space them out a bit, but no. I'm booked in to go on a centre parks holiday in a few months, which I'm looking forward to. Going down the rapids again. Should be good. I was looking at maybe doing some of the pottery painting. You're going to Centre Parks in February. Nice. That should be good. Do you mind saying which one you're going to? You don't have to if you don't want to. But I'm going to the Longleat one, which is the only one I've been to before because I've only been to Centre Park once. But wonks? Colin Ryan was talking yesterday about when he did shows in the Globe Theatre and people in the seats would faint in summer because they wouldn't realise how hot it got in an outdoor theatre in summer. Yeah, that's why I'm glad, like, when I saw it was raining, I was like, thank goodness, because I didn't want to, I really didn't want to have to sit outside in possible no shade with that sort of weather. But yeah, Centre Parks in summer, spenny but lovely and relaxing. Yeah, we're going. It's just when the schools have gone back, so it's not too bad. Thankfully, it's not. I think it must be like the start of the beginning of the sort of off-peak timing. I've been to the Globe Theatre once, and I did get to sit the whole time, which was nice, but we were up in you've got like the middle bit, which is the standing bit, and then there's bits raised around the outside that we were, and it was an all whammon cast of Taming of the Shrew, and all of the people who were meant to be doing it pretty much got ill. Bless them. I think there was like a stomach bug going around the cast, and it was all the stand-ins, and everyone had to hold their scripts, and they were just like, we're just going to apologise, but we've had like today to learn this, so it was still really good. But yeah, they were just like, we will have to hold them, but we'll do our best. But no, I remember it being really lovely. I think I must have been about 14 or 15. But yeah, it was good. Oddly enough, the only theatre I was in was the Theatre Royale in Bath as a kid, which is weird for a duchy. Yeah, we can't read. We're just gonna do 10 Things I Hate About You instead, because it's the same story, but we remember it. I went and did pottery painting on Saturday, and it was meant to be like super calming, because I always find pottery painting super calming, But good morning, Jan. But there was something going on. So it was a shop on Park Street in Bristol, and there was something going on outside that was just constant, like, shouting and music that I couldn't really hear, and vuvuzelas and like whistles and car horns, and it's just like this really calming activity with just constant outside. All I could hear was like I was just like, what is going on? And I said to my friend, I was like, I can't tell if it's a protest, if it's like a pride march, if it's just a party, if it like, I was like, I could not get, people might be like about to burn the building down. I can't bloomin' tell. It was just, and then at one point, they, like an hour into this, they started playing a song that was like, oh, I can't think what it was, but it had the word horny in the title. And my friend turned to me and she was like, I don't think it's a protest. I was like, yeah, I think you're right. I think it's some sort of celebration. But yeah, it was just absolutely. And I said to the people at the shop, I was like, do you have any idea what's happening outside? And they were like, no, but it's just been happening for hours. We were like, okay. So that was that. But it was still nice to do. I've been feeling like very anxious recently. I've had big anxiety. And I was having a big anxiety day on Saturday, but I'm glad I went out and did it. And I mean, the constant thought of there being some sort of protest outside wasn't helping. But yeah, I'm glad I didn't let it keep me indoors. But I just don't know what's going on. I don't know what is causing it. Whether it's like because I'm still feeling a bit ill, or whether it's the weather, or whether it's something else. But yeah, I've had for like days now just this constant feeling of dread. And it got to the point where I started just getting annoyed at it. I was just like, what do you think is going to happen? Like, what's going on in there? What talking? Brain? And so yeah, I've just been trying to figure it out. But it's a genetic fact that Brits lose their mind during hot weather and all sorts of wild things can happen. But I'm just like, I've booked in for Tommy, thank you very much for the 63 months. Wish I had a giant ice disc. I know. Need to get ourselves ice pods and just lean on them. All be just flopped. Or whatever Fifi's doing. Pancake? Just a little pancake. But yeah, I get more annoyed at it. That's what I do. It's like there's a YouTube channel I watch called Ghost Theory, and there's one of them who every time he gets scared just starts getting really not angry but like grumpy about it. So they get to the point where they're like, something weird will happen, there'll be like a noise or something will randomly throw itself across a room, and then he'd just be like, you can tell that he's getting scared because he just gets louder and grumpy. And you're like, oh, here he is. Like there was one where they kept on like trying to follow where the noises were coming from, and it was just leading them in like a circle around the house. And he was just like, oh, fine, you want us upstairs? Right, that's it. I'm coming upstairs. I was like, oh no. He's going to go tell the ghost stuff. But yeah, that's me with anxiety. But I've booked in for, because I was meant to start, is he going to do a really big flop? I was meant to start therapy at the beginning of June, but then obviously I couldn't stand up for the first week of June. So that was a bit of a bugger. But now I think I'm feeling okay enough to go to something like that. So I messaged again yesterday and I've booked him with that. And I was just thinking, like, what could I do? What could I do to help? Because I'm getting to the point where I'm like, oh, should I start contemplating? I'm very like, not, I'll say this is personally just for me, not anyone else, because I think everyone is very different. But I'm personally like, I don't like the idea of taking medication for things. Like, medication gives me a lot of anxiety, so I'm like, if I start taking medication for anxiety, I don't think it's gonna help me at all. But I'm like, maybe I should be more open to it and give it a go. But yeah, that would be like a last resort for me, I think. My current plan is try to it was a really weird flop. He was like, he couldn't decide which way he was gonna go. I know, Fifi, I know. He tries. He tries. He doobie tries. I didn't want it to start with, but they give you other options, but if you need it, you need it. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like I can't describe why it bothers me. There's something like I started going on to, there was a time a few years ago where I was on like, I can't think what it was for. It was initially for headaches, but I think there was also like a anti-anxiety medication. But then it got to the point where the anxiety that taking medication was causing me was so much worse than the thing it had been before. So then I stopped it. And then I felt loads better because I was just like, yay, I did it. So in a weird way, it did work. That time it was amitriptyline. But yeah, I think it's just, I get like a weird thing about it. So if I can avoid it, I shall avoid it. But I understand that for other people that like it really works. And like I say, it's whatever works for you, really. But yeah, I think I'd like to try other routes. I mean, it makes me sleep well if I just take it now and then. Yeah, it was good for sleep. But the problem was I was taking it because I went through a phase where I had, what would it be like, onerophobia? Like I was scared to sleep. So having something that made me really sleepy, I was just like, oh. So I guess it just wasn't the best one for me at the time. But I would be trying to like find it all the time. I was thinking about maybe trying CBD oil again, because I remember that helping a bit when I had it before. Whether it's a placebo or not, I don't know, but to be honest, if a placebo is going to help, why not? But yeah, I was feeling off colour and looked for some advice on my symptoms. Every symptom went at the end. It could also be anxiety. Yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. It's like, oh, it could be this really, like, serious thing, or it could be nothing, or it could be anxiety, and you're just like, well, okay. But yeah, I had the drinks Trip are nice. They have CBD in them and also taste nice. Yeah, my friend has some of those. I might ask them if they're good. But Shark Dog, thank you very much for the 50 months. Ni hao from Shanghai. I hope you're having a wonderful time. Amazing. I found a little Gerry unravel bit. Oof. Oof. Trying to figure out if it's serious or just anxiety is causing me anxiety. Yeah, it's so like, I wish that we were like at the stage where things were like video games, where you would just have a menu that you could look at and it would just be like, it would tell you what the problem was. It would just show you. Or at the stage where you can just take a generic Medipack and you would be fine. Just have like, just here is energy drink. Drink this. You're fixed. But yeah, I think I probably should also go to the doctor about anxiety things. Part of me also wonders if it's to do with like, I don't know if this is the case. This is me just spitballing ideas that have been going around my head. But as a undiagnosed but probably neurospicy person, I wonder if it's like the effects of masking for a long time and then starting to struggle with it and then that causing a problem. I don't know. That's one of the things that's been playing on my mind a lot recently, as to whether that would be a good thing to, like, a good route to pursue. But yeah, because I think it is like, honestly, I think anxiety is the natural reaction to the current state of the world. There is also that. I have thought about that. But yes, it's I went to the doctor. Also gave me some herbal supplements. They've been amazing. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm thinking like, I'd happily go herbal route and see if that sort of thing helped. I'm up for anything. I just want to not be fearful. Essentially, I just want to be able to get through the day like everyone else. So yeah, I think I am trying to do stuff. I've also thought, that bloody thing of just good sleep and exercise, which is such a simple solution, but also somehow so difficult to do. But that should that might help as well. Just having a bit more of a proper schedule, and but yeah, I wouldn't go around recommending traditional medicines that aren't evidence-based, by the way. I mean, I guess the thing is, like, I think it's one of those things that, I mean, it's like I had acupuncture years ago, and I went in thinking, like, I don't know if this works. And then it worked for me, so I was just like, well, I guess it worked, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to work for everyone, sort of thing. So I think it's one of those things that it is good to be open to trying things, and then if it does work for you, it works for you. But yes, my mum had her neck broken by a chiropractor last year. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's not good. That, I can understand where you're coming from then, yes. I mean, I guess for me, like, I would have, like, I don't know, I guess I do quite like the idea of, I guess I like the sort of balance of nature, and the idea of there being like a plant or thing that would help is quite, I guess I could put more like faith in that sort of thing. But again, like, it is very personal to what's going to work for everyone. But things like, you know, when you hear people chew willow bark because it's good for anti-inflammation and stuff like that, I'm like, I can get that. And I think as someone who has a lot of medicinal anxiety, it might be better for me for that sort of route. But then again, like I said, it's good for when you speak to a therapist, they might give you some decent non-medical advice. Yeah. It's I'll see what they say. Look at that little tooth pattern. Maybe what I should do is get a job that comes with medical cover and then just pay for a diagnosis for instead of having to wait on the NHS wait list. Maybe that's the way. Hello. You okay? Oh, to be a bunny. I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking, what if I could just live life as bunny, and they're only concerned with the here and now, and they're living for the moment all the time. I'm like, this is a way to be. You know, they're concerned with, what is that noise I just heard? Not, what noise will I hear tomorrow? What we're looking at right now are superior beings. That's what it is. Hi. How's it going? So I was watching oh, she beautiful. Oh, she beautiful. Oh, thank you. Thank you for letting me give you head rubs. I was talking to Alex about this yesterday. How she'll only let me give her cuddles if she's cuddling Gerry. She's very much a bunny's bunny. You're not really a people bunny, are you? She no. She's like, don't touch me, what the heck? She's like, there's times when I'll go to give her cuddles and she just run away and cuddle Gerry instead, and I'm like, I get it. That's okay. I get it. She just wants to cuddle her boy. But yeah. But yeah, I was trying to be, I would like to try to be open with stuff to do with anxiety and stuff, because it's like sorry, I've made a small ball of Gerry fluff. Because I do get that a lot of the time, especially with the social medias of people, you know, always showing their good side and the best times. I do appreciate that there can be a sort of feeling of, you know, being the only person going through something at the time. So I will always try to be very open that today is a bad mental health day, or, you know, today is a good day. And it just happens that recently, sadly, it's more anxiety days than not anxiety days. But maybe it's just the bloody weather. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm just slowly being cooked, and that's causing me a hemking concern. But yeah, I was saying to Alex, maybe we should just become like posh people who summer in places, and we will be like, oh, the Turners. Oh no, the Turners summer in Iceland. Of course they do. Just every year, we'll pack up and go somewhere sensible with sensible weather, like 2 foot of snow. Like, it's 14 degrees in Finland right now. Much more sensible. Whoever's in charge of the weather there, get them an award. Whoever planned this, humidity, have them fired. Annie, thank you very much for the 49 months. Thank you. There's so much bunny fluff just flying through the air at the moment. But yeah, I would like to be somewhere cooler. It's like I was watching, we're watching Race Around the World at the moment. And the last season we watched, they went through China, then India. And this one that we're watching at the moment, they're going from they started in Japan, went across to Korea, and now they then flew over to, they're currently in Cambodia. And looking at the weather there, I'm just like, oh. They've got, I guess it must be I don't know if it's like monsoon season or something, but there's what you would call torrential rain, and I'm just, I know it's bad, but I'm just looking at it like, that's so nice for them. Just watching everything wash away, but I'm like, must be nice. I would go and stand in the rain at the moment if it rained. But alas. Big flop. Floppy boy. But yeah. I know it won't be too long that the summer lasts for. We normally only get a week of summer. So already it's gone on longer. Well, I guess technically before was spring. Now we're in the summer of it. But I swear it normally is later. Don't remember June having been like this before. But yeah. Might also be nice in hotter countries that actually have the infrastructure. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Because we're not really built for it, is one of the biggest problems. It's just that urge for when it gets like this, I just either want to go and stand in a supermarket or go to the cinema. I'm just where is a big cold place I could go and sit in? I mean, I do like spring. I like spring when it's comfortable, but then when it starts getting to late sticky spring, then I'm like, no. I guess I probably do prefer autumn though, because with autumn, I like spring when you get to start watching all the plants come back to life. That is nice, and then everything suddenly springs up. But I do like autumn when everything is still there, it's just that it's changing. But because I guess at the beginning of spring the trees are all a bit naked, whereas in autumn they still at least have their leaves. But yeah. Is there anything on at the cinema that I'd want to go and watch? Everyone just seems to be going to watch the, 28 Thingamabobs later. Hank Green recently gave the metaphor that we don't have 100% control over our own minds. It's more like we're trying to steer an elephant. We can choose a rough direction, but we have much less control than we think. This thought gave me a lot of relief from my brain spinning recently. It's like, there's a book by Darren Brown that's meant to be good. So I was thinking I might read that. I can't remember what it's called though. I think it's just called Happy, maybe. But yeah. I have not seen Sinners on account of I'm Baby, and it seemed a bit too scary for me. A bit too gory. But I went to see the Ballad of Wallace Island, and that was really good. I would recommend that. That is a nice, gentle film. But yeah. Well, it wasn't like the scary side of it. It looked like it might be a bit icky, was the thing that put me off. So I wasn't, well, I've heard very good things about it. A lot of people are raving about it. I have not prepared the bunny's little snack, so I might leave you to watch the bunnies for a bit whilst I go and get that. I was trying to find my little phone tripod the other day, but I don't know what I've got two, and I don't know what I've done with either of them. I would have last used them in like January for doing cooking videos, but I don't know where they've gone. But I'll try and leave the phone in a place that you can see a bunny. Oh, is that no? It wants to tilt forward. There? No. Wait, what about here? No. What about here? Nope. Hello, Lifelike. What about here? I don't know. Oh, sorry, Gerry. I didn't mean to make you jump. I'm sorry, baby boy. I'm sorry. I know. Can I put it like this? Losing your little snoot. What if I just ruffle this up and put it like... Nope. Wait. In here? There we go. Okay. I shall be back in a bit. Good work, bunnies. Hello. Ba-da-dun, dun, dun, dun. Oh. Live Like, thank you very much for the 58 months. 58 years of Briny and Banui. I'm truly blessed. Well, I'm truly blessed. Have all you lovely buns around. Okay. Well. Thank you, Fifi. Gerry, are you full up? Full up. It's cauliflower and fennel and lettuce and dill is today's little mix. Gerry. Do you want any of this? Oh no, he's gone. Gerry? 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 No. Also, they don't seem to be in a very fennelly mood today. Do you want a bit of cauliflower? Good morning, Chris. How's it going? And good morning, pizza. I wonder if I could train myself to like the taste of fennel. If I slowly dosed on it. I mean, I think I now associate it with the bunnies, which means I like it more than I used to. Good for digestion. Yeah, it's very fibrous. The bunnies have had some very golden poos recently, which has been very nice to see. Oh, so today, maybe you get a bunny kiss every time you eat it. Yeah. Me humps. I surprise yourself with fennel. Maybe Alex sneaks in fennel in your next meal and you think, why does this taste different? Yeah. I'm just not keen on that sort of like aniseed flavour of families. I just like, yeah, anything like licoricey and aniseedy, I'm just like, ugh. And sadly fennel falls into that. But it's meant to be very good for you, I think. Well done, Fifi. Oh. Delta, thank you very much for the 55 months. Wow, 7355.8 years. Oh my goodness. And Mia, thank you very much for the follow. But yeah, I think I've got some fennel seeds that I've done for like putting. Maybe I got them for a curry recipe or something? Can't remember. How does fennel taste like licorice? It's green. It's like... It's just got that... I mean, maybe licorice isn't as aniseedy as I'm remembering it to be, because I've not had it in ages. But yeah, fennel to me just smells of like aniseed balls. Which, and absinthe. That's aniseed, isn't it? I miss your veganuary TikToks. Have you been keeping up with cooking and baking? I was trying to decide. I was thinking like, oh, should I do something different for next year instead of thinking up more recipes? So I have already been thinking ahead to January. Not that planning ever gets me anywhere. I can plan as much as I like, I'll still end up doing stuff on the day. It's just the nature of the beast. Oh, Ned, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it's not fun in this heat either. I hope you're feeling okay. Treat yourself, be kind to yourself today and every day, to be honest. But yeah. But I was thinking, could I do something else instead of the recipes, something a bit different? But I might just end up doing them again. They are fun to do. And they are the only time that I don't completely abandon TikTok. It's just I post every day for 1 month of the year and then I don't post at all for the rest of it. It's probably not the most social media savvy way of doing things. But I don't mind. And you're planning for where you can sneak worm? Yes. Already planning. Well, I guess I should run away and lie on my human-sized ice pod for hours until I decide about streaming. I'm streaming tonight at like 7, doing some peak. Well, I'm playing with other people and I was trying to decide whether to stream it or not. Or whether to just play and let other people stream it, but we shall see. We shall see. It'll be a nap stream by the sounds of it, yeah. It's gonna be a night story. I'm just gonna read a night book and try and stay cool. That's the plan. Just lie on the floor, making up a story. I might see how badly my mic picks up the fan upstairs and if I can leave it on during stream, because that would be a big help if I could. Shall we go and see the chickens? I love chickens. They are little friends. But yeah. Yeah. Oh. Well, I hope you all have wonderful days and look after yourselves and be good. And look at this. And yeah, be kind to yourselves. Take it easy. Well done you for getting through this day. Be proud. And I shall speak to you all later with whatever I'm going to play that I've not decided yet. And yeah. Oh my goodness, big yawn. Be more bunny is my advice. And yeah, stay hydrated. But goodbye for now, everyone. Look after yourselves. Bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. A boop.